What it is, YouTube? It's your boy DC coming back with another bullseye of a video here today on the channel. I wanted to talk about, is UAD overrated? In the comments down below, let me know what interface are y'all using right now. What interface did you start with, and what interface you thinking about upgrading to? Because I started out with a Focusrite, but now I have an Apollo, and now after like using it for about 3 years, I wanted to give a feeling how I feel about it nowadays. So if y'all like the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. You want to support the channel, check the links. All right, so let's go. So originally I started out with the Focusrite, the regular solo that everybody got, but then I upgraded to an Apollo Twin Quad. Now this is the second generation. When I first got mine, I had the first generation. So I guess nowadays what they did is they pretty much just upgraded the converters on it. That was one of the complaints with it. And they maybe probably give you a couple more plugins right now. But for sure, the UAD, the whole thing about UAD in the beginning, right, was the fact that with the UAD, it was the plugins, the DSP plugins, you feel me? You couldn't use them because they weren't available natively. You had to have that damn interface to use those UAD plugins, which is fire, and also get the auto tune in the UAD console and stuff like that. It was the easier way. But nowadays, like, computers are so powerful that you kind of don't really need that stuff. So I wanted to ask myself, like, yo, is UAD overrated in 2025? Let me know what y'all think, some of y'all that have the UAD. I think I'm credible enough to talk about this because I've done hundreds of songs with the Apollo. I damn near bought like every UAD plugin. I also got the Sphere microphone too. That's another thing that I got as well, the Sphere microphone. So like, I've invested a lot of money into the UAD infrastructure, and I'm kind of having some regrets, low key, right? First thing I want to talk about though is the Apollo, right? I feel like nowadays, if you don't have a good interface and you just want to get like a UAD thing just so you could track in the headphones and all that stuff, like if your computer isn't that powerful, I feel like getting something like a solo is definitely good, because with the solo gives you everything that you need, bro. You feel me? You can get the auto tune in the headphones, the reverb in the headphones, and especially for just hip hop music, that's really all you kind of need. It's just like an Apollo solo, and it's great too because it's bus power. You don't need to plug it into a separate outlet and shit like that. So it's like one less wire. And for a home studio, all the space that you could save is very important. So the Apollo solo is cool, bro. I feel like it's all you need. It's like pretty much a fork and a spoon. It's all the essential tools that you need. You don't need no damn spatula to eat no food. You just need the basic essentials, a fork and spoon. So that's what the solo is. You don't need a bib, you feel me, when you eating food. But that's what I kind of feel like is the quad, you feel me, the Gen 2. The one that I always had was the quad. You see, nowadays they throwing it on the duo because you don't really need all the DSP cores, right? The main whole selling point of UAD was always the cores, bro. You need more cores. You need more of this internal engine in the Hellcat to make it run. It's kind of like if you bought a car, but this car only runs on a specific type of gas, which is the plugins. The plugins only run on the DSP gas. But nowadays, that gas, you can find it at any gas station, because as long as you got a decent computer, you can run the native versions of the Apollo plugin. So I kind of feel like that takes away the whole appeal of why you even have UAD. It's still cool. There's still certain plugins you can only use on the UAD, but it kind of just takes away from it. Now I'm starting to, maybe want to move on to something different. So down below, you people who have UAD or have used it before, are you thinking about getting into it? Or are you thinking about selling it, right? Because, if I was to get another interface, I'd probably get something like maybe like an Avid Carbon. Oh no, Nixon. I would probably give me an Avid Carbon here. Here's the reason why, right? Is because if I had some analog hardware, I know with the Avid Carbon, you don't got to do a ping. You don't got to do like a ping, a ping to compensate the delay and shit like that. So I probably get like an Avid Carbon. I probably get like a Lynx Mesa or a Lynx Aurora, or I probably get a Neumann MT48, the Neumann interface. So it's something that's like super high end, rich nigga shit. You feel me? Because I really do this music shit like that. But let me move on to the Sphere microphone. Okay, so the main critique I have with the Sphere microphone is the Sphere microphone is gimmicky as hell. I love the Sphere microphone. I had it for 2 years. I recorded 1,000 YouTube videos with a Sphere microphone. That's what I'm rocking with right now. You can't see it because of the ball, but I've been using the Sphere microphone day in and day out for my videos for like 2 years, and all the songs I recorded and all the people I recorded. You feel me? I didn't put in work with my Sphere microphone. So I feel like the Sphere microphone is gimmicky as hell though. And the only reason why I say that is because in the process of it trying to be a bunch of different microphones, it doesn't actually specialize in anything, you know? And that's coming down to like the shape, you know? Sometimes it's the components and the shape, the head basket of a microphone is what makes it you know why you would get it, you know, the components, the transformer, the tube inside of it gives it a signature character. But I would say a positive, let me just not ragdoll on UAD the whole way. I would say the positive of the sphere is if you really do not know what type of microphone sounds good on your voice, maybe you get a sphere microphone and you audition a bunch of different type of, you know, emulations, the C800, the Telefunken, the TLM 103, the 414. You can, you know, maybe if you're the type of person that you record many type of people, then, you know, maybe this microphone will work for you. So that's my broader point. It depends what genre you're making. On my channel, I talk about rap music, and most of everybody, they just rap on a 2-track beat with a lead vocal. If you're recording a band, yeah, I'm sure having a microphone like this is cool, you know, as like that auxiliary mic. Maybe if you want to mic up a drum kit in a certain way with 2 kick microphones, like a 47 on the inside, and maybe like you want to do like a different, an 87 on the outside type shit like that to get that like that click of the kick or something like that, then yeah, you know, that's a technique. Or maybe you want to do like a ribbon mic thing or like a room crush thing, and then, you know, maybe you use the sphere as that type of thing. I think that's dope as hell. But for what we do, you know, mostly rap music, like yeah, I think the sphere is good if you don't know what your voice sounds like. But if you do have experience with your voice, or you went to a studio with a microphone that you liked a lot of your voice, you buy that microphone that sounded good on your voice. You feel me? Because it plays into your strengths. All right. So you know, that's pretty much what I'm looking at right here. And when it comes to the UAD stuff, the rack interfaces, let me finish off with this. I actually had a rack interface. I did the whole extension thing where when you get a Apollo twin and you connect it into an Apollo X, an XP, and then now you got all these cores and now you got all these inputs and these outputs. Yeah, that's cool. But unless you do like rock and roll music, you really don't need that shit though. You feel me? Like even if you got analog hardware, I ain't gonna lie, it's a bitch. It's a bitch to have like Pro Tools or any DAW or whatever and just do the whole pinging between the interface and the latency between the interface and your DAW. It's just too much, and you gotta know that discrepancy in the latency between every sample rate. And if you really do mixing every day and you mixing different type of project files, it just becomes a freaking headache. That's why I kind of hate analog hardware, and that's why I said if I was to get back into analog hardware, I get me an Avid Carbon because I know I don't got to worry about that. You feel me? I just plug it in and boom, that carbon. So, yeah, I think the universal audio rack is cool. You know, I think it's cool. For somebody who's gonna be taking advantage of those 8 unison pre's, but the question is, do you really need those 8 unison pre's? If you really got like a big studio at that point, you probably have like, you know, an API 8 pre, or you probably have a whatever 8 pre. Are you really ever gonna use those unison pre's? I know it feels like when you're about to buy something, yeah, I'll be using all that stuff. But coming from somebody who actually bought all of this stuff, I bought all the UAD plugins. Now that they made it native, that's like I damn near wasted my money. You feel me? I feel like I wasted my money. You feel me? I feel like I wasted my money. Like I ain't gonna lie, I kind of feel like I wasted my money on those Apollo. I wish they could have did like something different. Maybe they all the new UAD plugins they created, they should have just given it to us for free. You know, type stuff like that. Cause you got people who done drop bands on bands on bands into UAD, and it's just like boom, native. Now you just made it so cheap, and you go on like plugin boutique in that like LA2A that used to cost like $200. Now it costs like $20. You feel me? So it's cool. I want everybody to get the plugins. I'm just saying, like, you got to reward your loyal customers. That's all it is. So yeah, you know, I'm thinking about selling my Sphere mic. I'm thinking about selling my UAD Apollo. I'm thinking about selling everything and just starting from scratch. I know that whatever equipment I use, the stuff is gonna sound good, so it's more of a comfort thing. But for maybe for some of y'all that's starting out, you might just want to use stuff that just gets the job done because you're still learning and stuff like that. But for somebody like me, you know, who like mixes every day and stuff like that, records, does YouTube videos, so I probably do more work than a regular engineer. Because on top of mixing, I also go come on YouTube and I rap too, and I record myself. So I probably do more work than some engineers. And what do you guys think about UAD? What do you think? Why you guys think about interfaces? You know, I might just do a tiers list on interfaces pretty soon. But I just noticed that I think that UAD is overrated, low key though. Like I feel like they need to do something different. You know, I thought they were gonna drop some new Apollos. That would have been cool. But this like Gen 2 stuff though, I don't. It's not it. It's not much of an upgrade for somebody who like me, who's already in UAD, to be like, man, I gotta upgrade to that V2, man. Man, I'm missing out. Like, I don't feel like I'm missing out on something like this. So yeah, I just wanted to make this video. What do you guys know about UAD? Are you still using UAD? Did you get rid of it? Let me know down below. Appreciate you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.